Hey guys, today off the supply table you need to get a piece of burlap or canvas, that way we don't get clay all over our table. You need a toothbrush and you need a clay tool. You're also going to get a hunk of clay, and I will come around and I will hand out these little circles. This little circle is going to be the base to your sculpture or your bowl. While you're working, I'm going to come around and put your name on it. Alright, you do not need to do that. I'll come around and take care of that as you work. Today we're going to be making a coil pot. So to make a coil pot, first we need to make some coils. And a coil is kind of like a long, skinny clay noodle or clay snake. Right? So I'm going to tear off a chunk and just start rolling it between my hands. I don't want to play with my clay too much though, because if I play with it too much, it's going to start to dry out. When it starts to get a little too long to roll between your palms, you can put it on the table or on the canvas and start rolling. Use one hand or two hands. Use your palm though when you go to roll these, not your fingers. If you roll your fingers, you'll start to leave indents in it. Not a very good coil then. After you get a nice coil, it's not too super thick, kind of like the thickness of my finger, I can attach it to my bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of water on my toothbrush. Don't want a whole lot. I'm going to scrub the edge of that circle. Remember, this is called slipping and scoring. We had talked about this last year in first grade. If you don't do it, your piece will fall apart. So I have to slip and score the edge of the circle. I also need to slip and score my noodle. Just like this. And then I can put those two spots that I just rubbed together on top of each other. So now I'm just carefully putting that coil all the way around. You'll notice that your coil might be a little too long. If that's the case, you can put it up on top of the next one. However, you can't just put it up there. You need to slip and score that spot that it's going to go on to. Right? Kind of like this. I can roll out another coil now. After I get a couple coils on, I'm going to need to smooth it too. You can smooth it right now if you want. I'm going to put a second coil on, then I will smooth it out. That way we know for sure that these coils aren't going anywhere. So I've got another coil. But once again, I need to slip and score. Got to slip and score both pieces of clay, not just one. And starting where I left off, I can put my coil there. And I can see that I'm getting back to the end of my coil where I haven't slipped and scored, so I need to re-score this. Just like this. So now that I have a couple coils on, using either my finger or you can use your clay tool, I need to, on the inside of my coil pot, smooth that. So I'm just going to take my finger, I'm going to drag it down. Alright, so I'm not taking a huge chunk of clay when I do that. It's about a third of that coil. Alright, you need to smooth it down. This is going to help make sure that our pieces don't fall off. If you get to a spot that's a little too wet and you can't smear it, you can also use your clay tool to just grab chunks of that and smooth it out. And you might want to take your finger then and smooth it going that way again. So that way it's really nice looking on the inside. We're just going to keep adding coils today. I think we'll probably also have some time next class to continue working on these. If you need help rolling coils, let me know. When you're done at the end of class, we're going to put these on the back counter. Please make sure that you clean up your area.